Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
Peggy 18.
Hello everyone and welcome to this Gamescom 2015 presentation of Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. Today, with just about a month left until launch, we want to reveal some of the specifics of developing Snake's new mother base and how you can manage Diamond Dogs to develop new equipment and abilities to support you while in the field. We'll also introduce you to the game's massively multiplayer mode, the FOB system. What you see here is Snake's new mother base, home of his new military force, the Diamond Dogs. As you gather personnel and resources, you can expand the base, which will in turn allow Diamond Dogs to support you in the field. If you meet the proper requirements, you can issue orders to develop various types of weapons or items, get field support in the form of intel or supply drops, or first aid and medical treatment. All of these support features are enabled and managed through the development of Mother Base. For those who want to manage every aspect of your army, you can handpick assignments for your various units, but if you prefer, you may also leave these in the hands of Miller to make assignments as he sees fit. How deeply you're involved in the day-to-day management of the base will depend on your personal preference and playstyle. In addition to the management of Mother Base, there are also related activities and a few new surprises, so keep on watching. To begin, we'll introduce you to the primary sectors that correspond to the various units on Mother Base. Then we'll show you each sector, brief you in their operation, and explain how you can expand and level up each facility to strengthen your various units.
Start bringing people in. Use this. It's a Fulton recovery device.
Alright, we have our Fulton, so let's move on. We'll begin by giving a tour of Mother Base. As we've introduced previously, you can freely walk around Mother Base. Right now, we're on the command platform, the center of your base and the heart of Diamond Dogs. By expanding this platform, you can enable more staff to join your army. But it's up to you, as the player, to actually recruit the right people into your army by locating and Fultoning highly skilled personnel from the field. Recruits can be culled from the ranks of enemy soldiers who you manage to capture, or they may be POWs or volunteers who are attracted to your army due to your reputation. New recruits are automatically sorted into units that best suit their particular abilities. However, players can opt to reassign staff as they see fit. Since Mother Base in the Phantom Pain is an actual physical location, you can also interact with the soldiers that you Fultoned once they join Diamond Dogs. As you gather more staff, things will get crowded at base, and at a certain point, you'll reach a limit. Once that happens, you'll need to invest in expanding Mother Base to facilitate more staff. Aside from the command platform, which serves as the hub of your base, you can also build specialized platforms for each of your units. So let's give that a try and begin by constructing an R&D platform.
Commencing platform
This is your base, you can choose which platforms to prioritize, along with the location of your platforms, and can customize other elements such as color. As such, every player's Mother Base will be unique. This is the R&D platform. It's connected to the command center by a bridge and is an example of the spoke design of Mother Base. This platform houses the R&D team who work around the clock to develop new weapons and items based on your orders. The proper weapons and items are invaluable as you proceed through the game, so it's wise to invest properly in R&D. New projects will be added to the development list based on the level of your R&D team and the actions you perform during your missions. Examples include various types of firearms, along with more powerful weapons such as missiles. and other more specialized items as well. Invest in the equipment that best suits your mission and playstyle. Alright, and it looks like it's started to rain. As we've introduced previously, the weather at Mother Base is dynamic, as with other environments of the game, and will change randomly. Let's head downstairs and see if we can head indoors to escape the rain. Alright, and what you see here is Huey's private lab. It's here that he'll develop new types of robotic technology, and you can see an example of that here. But we don't want to ruin all of the surprises, so let's introduce the next team. Next up is the combat unit. The combat unit is comprised of autonomous fire teams capable of completing a variety of tasks. You can take advantage of them by deploying them on dispatch missions. If they succeed, they'll reap various rewards as outlined in the dispatch mission list. However, there's also a chance of failure, so be sure to select missions that match the team's skill level. Note that certain dispatch missions will also resonate with Snake's solo missions, making things a little easier for you while in the field.
Unit dispatched.
If you feel like it, you can also send members of the combat unit out on missions in place of Snake as the playable character. This can be to your advantage sometimes, as some staff members possess specialized skills that are useful in the field. For example, a soldier with the botanist skill will have an easier time identifying and gathering plants and herbs. It's good to keep this in mind if you're having a hard time fulfilling a specific mission objective. Alright, and here we are on the support platform. This is the section of Mother Base that houses your support team. The support team, as their name implies, provides various forms of backup and support for Snake while you're out in the front lines.
Supply drop complete.
Support can come in many forms, including the delivery of supply drops containing weapons or ammo, or even vehicles. The support team can also provide backup in the form of airstrikes, diversions, and cover fire. The better your support team is, the faster they'll be able to assemble and support you in the area of operations. But flying choppers to the front lines isn't free, so be sure to keep an eye on your GMP to keep from going to the red. Level up your support team enough, and they can even develop techniques to manipulate the weather. With capabilities such as this, you're able to turn the very environment against the enemy and use it to your advantage. Now we could go on and introduce other units within Diamond Dogs, such as the Intel team and medical teams. We'll let you discover those capabilities in-game on your own. In the meantime, we'll introduce you to some other unique features of Mother Base itself.
Shortly.
Mother Base is a physical location inhabited by various characters, and as such, there are various events and encounters that you can experience between your missions. Today, we'll show you just a few examples. First of all, staff you've recruited into Diamond Dogs will salute you as you approach. Meeting your men face to face like this will raise their morale. It's a good idea to periodically return to base to maintain healthy morale among the staff. As you wander around Mother Base, you may also discover surprises from time to time. For example, raw diamonds, such as this, which will add to your GMP. Now, why are there raw diamonds scattered around Mother Base? Did they fall out from containers? We may never know for sure, but it'd be a shame to let them go to waste, so be sure to explore thoroughly. And hey, it's D-Dog, or DD as Ocelot calls him. He's still a puppy here, but eventually he'll grow into an adult and become a valuable buddy that you can bring into the battlefield with you.
Just once. I want to touch his paw. Yeah, wait, what? You don't want to touch him too?
No, that, never really occurred to me.
You don't know the awesomeness of a puppy.
You can also eavesdrop on conversations at Mother Base from time to time.
But yeah, I bet they would feel nice.
Right?
Some information will be useful, some not so much. Let's move on. And as you can see here, Mother Base also features portable showers on deck, so you can quickly shower off between missions. This helps to wash away the blood and fatigue, so that you can jump back into the field refreshed and ready for action. Forgo a shower for too long and it will actually have adverse effects on your performance and the way that other characters interact with you. So be sure to head back here every once in a while to wash away the stress along with the smell. Their shower is conveniently located near the primary heliport on each platform in Mother Base. Flies buzzing around your head is never a good sign. If you neglect your hygiene for too long, well,
Welcome back, boss.
you can expect your staff to kindly give you a hint. And in certain cases, maybe even lend you a hand.
Snake, you stink.
Alright, so we're cleaned up and ready to go. And, looks like someone put a poster here. Aside from collectible value, posters such as this do actually have an in-game use, so let's go ahead and grab it. What kind of use exactly? Well, we'll let you figure that out on your own. One other thing we've hinted at previously is the ability to train on Mother Base. Target practice trials such as this are a handy way to familiarize yourself with new weapons while exploring various parts of Mother Base and earning rewards in the process. Each area of Mother Base has its own unique target trials, so discovering all of them is half the fun. Finally, never forget that you're responsible for Diamond Dogs, that all of your actions, or lack of action, will affect the organization. In the Phantom Pain, drama unfolds not just during your missions, but also between your missions back at Mother Base.
Pretty good.
Keep this in mind and make a conscious effort to monitor your army. Miller and Ocelot will do their best while you're out, but Diamond Dogs consists of soldiers from all backgrounds, and occasional conflicts may occur. It's up to you, as the leader of Diamond Dogs, to restore order and keep things running smoothly. Sure to head back to base often and be a proper leader to your men.
Kill that son of a bitch! Kill!
Also keep in mind that how you grow Mother Base is up to you. Add personal touches such as custom emblems or color schemes, and expand Mother Base in the way that best supports your playstyle. As your army grows, you'll eventually be able to expand beyond Mother Base and establish forward operating bases, or FOBs, allowing you to support more men and refine more resources. In gameplay terms, they function as an optional online version of Mother Base with all of the same customization features. As your presence online, FOBs allow you to stake your claim on the world stage. Every player's FOB will be unique, and their development will complement Mother Base by funneling increased profit, resources, and manpower to Diamond Dogs. In addition, FOBs in certain geographic locations can be used to autonomously mine resources, further accelerating development. However, building an FOB does come with certain risks.
Boss, we've got intruders on our FOB. Get back to Mother Base as soon as you can.
Boss! Damn it! This is our home. How can we let this happen? Guess it's time to increase security. Just give me the order.
Who did this?
A competitor. But we don't know who. Can't pin down a route to their base. But we're ready to strike back. Just give us that chance, boss.
Since FOBs are built in remote online locations away from Mother Base, they are susceptible to attack by rival PFs. Other private forces, players online, may target and attempt to steal resources or manpower from your FOB. To minimize this threat, you'll need to implement security measures and respond quickly to intrusions. To begin with, artillery that you Fulton during your missions can be sent back and installed as defenses on your FOB. Note that you can remotely issue orders to Mother Base while on the field by using your iDroid, without heading back to base. You can manage security settings and develop security devices, such as UAV drones, to defend your base. Once development is complete, you can assign drones to patrol platforms on your FOB and engage enemies. Here we can see the security settings for each platform. You can choose to manage basic security presets or customize all of the detailed settings. In either case, security isn't free, so aim to balance defense level and cost based on your GMP. Red icons indicate activities of an intruder, and you can analyze their route and plan your defenses accordingly. However, in the event of an active intrusion, you may also return to base and handle things personally. And there we go. FOB invasions can happen at any time, even during missions. For the purposes of today's demo, let's head back and teach this guy a lesson. Do note that while FOB does feature PvP gameplay, it is different from MGO. Whereas MGO pits groups of soldiers against one another, the action in FOB is one-on-one, with the primary focus being on the massively multiplayer metagame experience of pitting your army against rivals from around the world. Okay, so here we are at our FOB. The first order of business is to locate the intruder. Note we could use Snake for this, but for today's demonstration, we'll stick with our currently selected soldier. Our security team is already responding to the intruder, so let's check their status. You see the location of our security forces and the incursion point in the bottom right. Let's start by looking there. Alright, scoping out the area. There's one of our drones. Conditions look normal. In times like this, coordinating with your intel team is key. So opening up our map, you'll see a red circle that indicates the enemy's predicted field of movement. So let's check there. And it looks like something's happening here. Looks like the enemy has got one of our men and is Fultoning them out. So let's put a stop to that. Okay, we couldn't save the soldier, but we managed to save the container. Now let's head down there and stop him before he can do more damage. Alright, reflex mode indicates that one of our men has spotted the intruder. He's marked now, so this is our chance. And it looks like our men have him on the run, so let's catch up and finish him. Alright, there he is. That's the intruder. That said, he's critically injured some of our staff, and if we don't tend to them, he may die. So let's Fulton them out safely before moving on. And I believe this is the first time we're showing this. This is actually an upgraded version of the Fulton device that we call the wormhole extraction device. Unlike a Fulton balloon, it can't be shot down, making it much more reliable. And it looks like our drone has entered alert mode, so let's give chase in that direction. In the meantime, let's take a look at things from the enemy's perspective. Now that his cover has been blown and the defender has entered the fray, he has to be extremely careful. To help remedy the situation, he's using Noctocyanin to temporarily enhance his senses and instantly mark nearby enemies, before laying some gas mines. Meanwhile, as the defender is busy rescuing more of his comrades, we see a container floating into view, and another with the invader on top. The defender manages to shoot down the Fulton and give chase, but it turns out that the lower level is filled with sleeping gas, and the defender is incapacitated. The container trick was a decoy. While the defender is asleep, the invader is making a run towards the center of the base, and he's now dangerously close to the goal, at which point he'll escape with a good portion of our staff. The defender will need to act quickly to prevent that from happening. And the defender has finally woken up, but he's lost sight of the enemy and will need to start searching again. Meanwhile, the invader is using a subdeck to cross the bridge. Security here is light, and he only has 2 more platforms to go before reaching the platform core. Taking a moment to check his iDroid, you'll note the goal up ahead in yellow, and the red circle, which indicates the defender's position. The defender has a lot of ground to cover, and he doesn't know the intruder's position, so things are not looking very good for the home team. Moving on, it looks like the defender has installed infrared sensors, in addition to a security camera here. The invader successfully disables them, but instead of moving forward, he actually turns around and heads back in the opposite direction. Turns out that destroying the security hardware was a ruse to lure security to investigate as he sneaks around from the opposite side of the platform. The defending side no longer has a mark on the intruder, so all they can do is respond to threats as they evolve. And once again, the intruder uses noctocyanin to confirm that the coast is clear before moving on. From the defender's point of view, you can see the soldier going to investigate the broken camera as the intruder continues his approach. He just has a little more to go before reaching the core platform. The defender is in pursuit, but still has no real fix on the intruder's location. At this point, the invader could be anywhere, so the defender wisely climbs up a nearby ladder to get a higher vantage point. Scoping out the area, there are no immediate signs of an intruder, but the red circle on our map indicates possible enemy activity, so let's take a look in that area. And it looks like one of our guys has spotted him, and wait, something weird just happened there. Our guard just vanished. What is going on? Let's rewind a bit and see that again from the intruder's perspective. Looking at things from the intruder's point of view, we now see what's actually happening. He's using the Hand of Jehudi, a powerful weapon that can pull enemies from a distance, instantly transporting them within reach of CQC. And the battle cry might sound familiar too. Back to the defender's screen, we see a Fulton, which he successfully shoots down. And there's the intruder. Alright, we finally got another mark on him, so don't let him escape. Hold on a sec, was that a cardboard box? Let's check it out. Oh, but no, it was a trap. Smoke cardboard box. And to top it off, the intruder's behind the defender with the Hand of Jehudi. Not good. The defender is down, and the intruder has total control here. And there goes the defender. The defender's security forces are doing their best, but this guy is really good. He even dodged a rocket. If he gets to the platform core, it's over. So let's select a different character and redeploy as quickly as we can. First of all, we'll select a character, choose someone whose stats look up to the challenge, along with some good firepower. And last but not least, let's select a good spawn point.
Enemy presence detected.
Alright, there we are, ready to go. Okay, and the intruder is getting dangerously close to the core, so let's take a shortcut and go directly to his location. Remember, this is the defender's home turf, so we do have the advantage in terms of knowing the layout of the base. It's not unusual to know a few shortcuts. And there's the intruder, so let's get him from behind. He's skilled in the firefight, so let's avoid direct confrontation and set a trap instead. We'll try a decoy capable of discharging a blast of electricity. Nice throw, now a couple shots to get his attention. And good job, the trap worked. Intruder is down. Now all we need to do is get down there and Fulton him. If we can extract him, we win. And there we go. Defense wins.
Defense successful. Victory is ours.
The intruder was successfully spotted and blocked by the defending player. Note that whenever the defending side IDs the intruder's FOB is identified too. So if you choose, it's now possible for the defender to strike back at the intruder by infiltrating their base and stealing back what was taken. That said, you don't need to retaliate if you don't want to. As you've seen, attacks on FOBs are unpredictable, and some intruders may be extremely skilled. Today we were around to counter the intruder directly, but that may not always be the case. Therefore, it's wise to invest properly in security devices and guards so that they can defend your FOB when you're not around. Alternatively, if you have friends online, it's also possible to request help from other players to repel an attack. Every FOB is unique, and every player will have different security settings, so from the invader's point of view, it's like having an infinite number of unique enemy compounds to infiltrate, but strategy and care must be taken to ensure success. And as always, infiltrating undetected is your best bet. Rewards for infiltrating an FOB will scale depending on how heavily fortified the base is. And on one final note, FOBs are not required. You can clear the game without them, and if you prefer to keep your experience offline, that's perfectly fine. But for players who want to accelerate development and prove their worth to the world, by all means, give it a try. In the greater scheme of things, it's Mother Base that will have the most impact on your success. The bigger and more powerful your Mother Base, the closer you'll be to achieving your ultimate goal. That said, once your base surpasses a certain size, simply moving between platforms can become quite a task. Sometimes it's nice to drive and enjoy the scenery, but when you want to save time, you can take advantage of Mother Base's highly efficient cargo delivery system. Simply locate a cargo delivery point, pack yourself in a cardboard box, and choose a destination.
A delivery point.
The rest will be taken care of by the Diamond Dogs Postal Service. A few moments later, and we've arrived at our destination. Of course, each platform is also equipped with at least one helipad, so you could choose to fly by helicopter if you prefer. Honestly, it feels pretty damn good to get a bird's eye view of the base and admire the fruits of your labor every once in a while. So let's put on some music for the trip. In this case, Take On Me by Aha. Then let's climb aboard and choose a destination. Notice that there are platforms such as the Animal Conservation Platform which are isolated and only accessible by chopper. It's here that you can visit all the various animals that you've recovered in the field. And we're off. Note that there are still many other things to explore in Mother Base. More teams, more platforms, more options. We will let you discover those details in-game. The takeaway from this presentation is that missions in TPP are important, but growing Mother Base is every bit as important. Mother Base is your home, and expanding it opens up more options in the field in the form of items, weapons, and support. In turn, clearing missions and recovering resources and personnel enables Diamond Dogs to grow. The Fulton is your friend. When on missions, make it a priority to recover personnel, weapons, and resources. Or additional tapes, like this one, Joy Division's Love Will Tear Us Apart. Now where was I? All right. So grow Mother Base, and when you're ready to expand even further, invest in forward operating bases. Just keep in mind that FOBs will expose you to interaction with other players. Some of them will be allies, others will be enemies. But for those who truly want to stand out on the world stage, it's worth taking that risk. Make Diamond Dogs as strong as it can be, and you will reap the rewards.
Let us know if you need supplies, boss.
All right, and one other thing about Mother Base. It may be your home, but don't ever let your guard down. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain will be released in just under 1 month on September 1st, 2015. Thank you for watching.